Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
counted. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no loss, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. I put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own this season.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Get up. 180. Check 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, 47. We ain't giving up nothing today. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 46 yards.
First down, Bears.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. The quick slant caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Hey, Delta. Safety creeping.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. Flag. 58. Come on. Double dog. That's the way.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man, complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Wide. Get wide. Wait. Watch twist. Hey, 5-0. Easy.
1st down, Winston. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, Winston again. Rolling to his right. Going for it all. His throw incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Pick it up. Easy.
To the air again with Winston. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady. You ain't going nowhere. Easy. Mike, check. 59. 50. Easy. Hey. You mine.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Where's that? I got you.
Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on. You better bring it. Hey, check 26. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike 5'9". It's been a long day for you.
On second down, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sharon Peake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing, Winston. He gets it here to Peake. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's
tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready, back 25 behind. No gain on this defense, no gain. Green, triple C. Check 59, Mike. Easy. 59, Mike to 59. All right, T, let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down. He completes it to Peake. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 59. Crunch time, defense. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Down the white. Mike, check.
A 1st down throw for Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Touchdown, Chicago! He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Saints 24, Bears 10.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam, slam, slam. Bang, 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 bang. And even.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Easy, easy, easy. Let's go.
Final play of the half here, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
59 mark, check, 59. All day, just like that, just like that.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS. Flip. Hey, let's get it for purpose.
He's coming.
From the gun, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play fake, Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Winston, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
Ready, black 22. Check, 59. Go, go, go.
They go play action. Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Now Winston on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears will get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's coming.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Jameis to throw it. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now Winston, and that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The extra point up and good, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Be ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
You remember this? Let's go.
Play action now, Winston. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heat. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Tight dog.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert. Hey, high 7. Watch the slant. Motion. Blue. Alert.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Right there. Let's go, D.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Winston. Looking for the end. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Marcus Davenport. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Winston. Being chased, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Back, 25, behind. We got it, we got it.
3rd and goal. Winston escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head